There comes a time in every young parkour boy's life where he must step up to the plate and make the big decision. Will he be jumping one block for the chicken or making the more advanced one vertical block jump for the raw beef? I've been thinking non-stop about the question, the answer that I have here, and go big or go home over here on the Waddles channel, right? I think I'll have to take the one block jump for the brand new gigantic Minecraft Snapshot 24W48, the creaking. I can't believe it, guys, it's here. But I know that juicy information that you want to see right off the bat. 24 bug fixes. Yep, that's right. We're gonna sit here one by one and go through every single bug fix that is, unless you go ahead and tap that like button for me right now. Helps out huge time. Always appreciate it. You know. Oh, and thanks for all that love in the other video. I showed my dad all of your comments, and he was like loving it. He was obsessed with it. He thought it was so cool. So thank you guys, and let's get cranking. Main menu, right over here, we have no change at all. I wonder what's going to happen to the panorama with these drops. Most importantly, wait, listen, do you hear that in the background? Do you hear that? The small creaking? No, maybe it's just me with experiments. We slide in here, we got a brand new one, and I'm so hyped. I'm so excited if you couldn't tell. I want to check this one out today. These other ones right here, we're going to go ahead and leave them off, but wait a second. Winter drop. Alright, so those of you eagle-eyed viewers may recall that at Minecraft Live this year, they did say that this stuff would be coming to the game by the end of the year, and yeah, I guess sure enough, we have confirmed it again. You're gonna have to make a brand new world, at least for now, to check this stuff out, but if you enable this drop, allegedly, you get everything. Whoa, wait a second, I couldn't even finish talking. Did they make world load times faster? That was insane. Alright, now right off the bat here, inside of this world today, wow, this is kind of a fire spawn. The first thing that I like to try and figure out here is maybe how common or uncommon is the pale garden biome. Right now, I'm kind of jumping into everything a little bit blind. I figured today's snapshot video will, of course, show off everything, talk about how it works, but also kind of react to it for the first time together. Ah, there it is. I was just about to ask, where's my trusty spyglass? So right off the bat, spinning and spiraling around, I got a lot of nice large round mountains, a little bit of forest, but I'm not seeing anything that looks too pale. Of course, I guess other than old cross eyes over here, yeah, nothing too pale looking. Alright, I lied. I wanted to go check out the biome, but I can't resist myself. Pale, wow. Take a look at all of this pale. What that's come to the game. Oh, that's crazy feeling. And actually, I mean, maybe it's just because I'm in love or something, but it looks like the whole inventory got more pale too, right? It can't just be me, right? Of course, there's only one spot we could start, and that is with these pale planks right here. We're going to talk about them. We got to compare them to the other ones. The old palace plank in the game. No, get out of here. You're trash. So that pale wood right there is so pale. The cherry wood right there, that was also pretty light too. Wow, look at that thing. It's like blowing the competition away. Maybe place that one in the center, place it next to the dark one. I feel like always when you get a new block, especially if it's going to be for building, it's great to place it down next to other ones. And wow, look at that. This looks like strawberry and vanilla ice cream with a little bit of chocolate on top. That's the first thing that I'm thinking of. Wow, that's cool. The stripped log too, that texture right there, that's definitely different. That looks smooth. It's almost like calling me to like the mushroom blocks, if you will. Of course, like all other logs, it's gonna be a rotational log, quite a beautiful. But yes, the stripped log, maybe block of quartz, kind of compare it. The tones, they're gonna work so well. You want to build that Roman castle of your dreams? Well, you've got the wood type now. Imagine this is like a pillaring, and then you could use this as like the floor or something, and that's the wall or whatever you want to do. The mushroom stem block, though, I mean, that one works pretty nicely too. You could almost make a cool, nice fade right here with like the log, step over to quartz, and then maybe end up at this mushroom block. That's pretty sweet looking. Hey, you know me, a little bit something of a builder myself. Whip up a build real quick here. Take a look at that mushroom. That's so cool looking. I'm gonna have so much fun with this wood type right there. Oh my god, oh my god. I'm setting something up and I can't show you yet, but you're gonna love this. I can't wait. Alright, so I figured, like we usually do at this time, we might as well go ahead and lay out every single wood type and take a look at it. We'll start with the planks, like we were just looking at. It's beautiful. The build combinations are gonna go crazy, and I'm gonna need you guys to let me know what you would like to see more follow-up content on, because I'll be cooking that up later today. We got a staircase and a slab as well. Of course, fences too. Look at that white wood. Like the lost liminal dream of suburban America, you could finally build it. Listen to the sound. Yeah, that's just the normal sound. And speaking of sounds right now, I'm going to go ahead and jump ahead here. Listen to the cherry log. You know, we got a different sound. For now, the pale oak log is, I mean, it's stunning and beautiful looking, but sound aside, I mean, look, what do they say? Usually it's like, if it's a 10, maybe the 10 doesn't have very much beyond the looks, right? Like, maybe not much personality going on quite yet, but the looks are fire. Oh, but this log right here. So the cherry log in the 1.20 update, this was the darkest log in the game. No. Well, actually, yes. Maybe it's a little bit darker, but like grayscale, black and white log situation going on right here. That's pretty cool looking. And of course, you've got the wrapped up wood as well. Brand new log texture too. It is almost giving basalt. It's pretty cool looking. Now, the smooth logs like we took a look at before, I might be in love. This might be like your brand new best floor block in the entire game. I don't know. I'm excited about this stuff. I think it's going to kind of revolutionize building. Bam, a brand new boat with a chest. You sit inside of the boat, you open the inventory, and actually, you can see one of the other sneaky changes in this week's snapshot. This is not an experimental one, but that width is not going to be capitalized right there. And last week it was. Though, but anyways, more wood types. We've got more to take a look at. We've got the pressure plates right there. Plain old default sound. The button. Plain old classic sound. Maybe we get some new juicy ones later. Please, maybe. Alright, so this one is pretty sweet. Brand new signs added to the game as well. The hanging sign. Look at this thing. I don't know if it's just like the angle, the rotation that it's placed on or what's going on, but it's really, really grayed out and like almost a whole lot more gray than the rest of the whole wood set right here. So maybe that's something they're gonna have to fix. I don't know, but the lighting, it feels weird on it, right? Now I wanted to show this thing off with like some text on it, maybe without some text on it as well. If we go ahead and dye this sign, look at how the writing ends up looking on the sign. It looks so good, but of course the way to actually make it look good, you use the glowing sack on it, and with this white writing on the sign, I mean, it looks so good when you turn it to glow mode. Same with like the black text as well. By the way, I didn't really know what to put on the sign for a text, so kind of just put like the first thing that I could think of, and kind of having like a Britney moment, right? I don't know if that's right. Oh, but of course, the one romantic thing that I always fall in love with. Anytime we get a brand new wood set, I get so excited about the doors. Same old, plain old, normal sounds right now, so maybe they'll work on that later. But the trap doors right here, too, they're pretty cool. But honestly, I think with this one, the star of the show right here is got to be the normal door. Look at how good looking that door is. It's like medievally, dungeony, castle-y, whatever. Right now, I feel like I'm about to go mythical sausage and start whipping out castles left, right, and center here because, wow, it's so good looking. Also, look at what happens with the door when you turn the corner. Little build hack that I realized right here. It's kind of cool looking. It's like a very thin pillar with a small dot in the middle. Maybe you could use that in some kind of build or something. Next up, gigantic, beautiful cave. But next up, there's only one spot we could go, and the sapling right here. This sapling, oh baby, that looks like a willow tree. I don't think when we place it in the game, it'll look like a willow, like grow the whole tree up or anything. But that baby sapling right there, it's great, and even more great, you can use this sapling on its own. And when placed like this, it's never going to grow because this one is kind of like the dark oak sapling, which means you need to place more saplings around that sapling if you want the sapling to ever grow. Long story short, a beautiful brand new plant for maybe terraforming and decorating. I think it would be really cool to see this thing generating on the ground of the biome as well, like just in singular instances. I don't think it does, but I think it'd be sweet. If you were curious about how it looks inside of a pot, oh, it's beautiful. Maybe my brand new most favorite to plant inside of a pot. But anyways, enough delay, it's time. We've seen the beautiful wood in every single type. We've seen the sapling on its own. How about when we grow the sapling into a tree in a 2x2 formation like this, bone meal it, and I mean, it's a dark oak tree, but it's pale, all right. Okay, so by the way, guys, I think this Friday, live, I will be streaming this snapshot and checking it out, so make sure you subscribe, turn notifications on so you don't want to miss it. It's going to be really fun, but yeah, from first initial impressions here, it looks like this tree is like dark oak tree, maybe a little bit more tall, definitely with some vines and a little bit of moss I'm seeing here every once in a while, but I wish it was like a different, unique shape. I feel like they could do something either taller or just more sticky and creepy with this tree, right? It looks like, though, pretty consistently, when I grow this tree, moss is forming at the base of this tree as well. That means it's almost like, it's reminding me of, say, a cross between a dark oak tree and then a giant spruce tree with the pods all generation. It's pretty cool. Oh, I just heard a sound. I don't know if you guys caught it. I'll loop it back, but I totally just heard a sound. I don't know what it was. This is the daytime, so we shouldn't be able to find any creakers over here, but... oh, that was creepy. Brand new plant. So aside from the tree and this beautiful new leaf that is going to be grayed out in every biome, that's interesting. That's like a brand new gray block that you could use in your builds, but also like a dead, creepy leaf. But aside from those, we've got a brand new hanging moss plant to check out. Oh, it happened again. I don't know if it's the trees or maybe if there's like a creaking heart inside of any of these trees. I think they can grow in the trees naturally. Creaking heart, come out wherever you are. I'll find you. Oh boy, so these brand new blocks and plants and all of it, I'm so excited to get to dive into this stuff a little bit more. Hanging moss, pale hanging moss. What kind of blocks can we place on? Oh, perhaps maybe any type of block. A wood type, a stone block, and a leaf block. Wow. Oh, in the background I'm hearing it again. There's definitely something in one of these trees that is making that sound, unless it's just like the sounds itself coming from the trees. Anyways. Oh, you hear it. It's so creepy and eerie. Hanging moss. Yeah, it can go on the glass as well. That's fire. Getting a little bit more up close and personal with this thing in survival. If you bone meal this moss, it will of course grow down, and it'll grow down as far as it can as long as there's room. It seems that every single time when you bone meal this thing though, you get one stage of growth. So it's not like you get a couple at a time or anything. Can we climb this thing in survival? No, you cannot climb this thing in survival. You just jump around and bounce around inside of it. If you want to pick it up in survival, break it with your hand, you will not... I swore they said you would need Silk Touch to pick this thing up in survival. I guess you could shear it if you wanted to as well, but at least for now, break it with your hand and you get the hanging moss. How about that brand new other moss variant right here called the pale moss? Just like with the leaf, it's going to be gray in every single biome. This is so cool. Oh man, we have like a bunch of brand new gray blocks that we could blend in with, say, cobblestone, andesite. So for starters, moss, a pale moss. It looks like we're using the exact same texture, but maybe a little bit more grayed out. Well, definitely a whole lot more grayed out now. It's pretty cool. How about some of those other gray blocks though? Maybe cobblestone, pretty good mix right there. Andesite, great mix as well. Gravel is another one I thought of. And then maybe like smooth stone or something. This is a really interesting block palette that I feel like you could probably pull something pretty fire off with. And interestingly, this pale moss block, when placed down next to these other ones, it looks a whole lot less soft and a little bit more hard. This survival test of our brand new pale moss block, if we place it down on the ground and then bone meal it, it will overtake other natural blocks just like the other moss block does too. Also, just like the other moss block, we've got moss carpet as well. I hope that the devs could take a minute and hear us out here and maybe include some brand new hanging moss for the normal moss, like a green vine that you could place down on literally anything. I mean, at this point, why not? Because that would be so beautiful. But anyways, back to my little survival test here. If I bone meal this, unlike with normal moss, we will never get any azalea popping up. Would it be cool to have maybe some of those new saplings pop up instead? Could be an interesting new way to get the tree, but yeah, for now, you go ahead and do it like that. If you use the hoe to break this block, it breaks, I think, actually, right now, a little bit slower than it actually properly should, or maybe exactly the same. I can't tell. It's real quick, but yeah, this should definitely be speed breaking the moss. All right, so while I've been lingering over here, making this part of the video, I keep hearing the sounds. You see, I saw in the changelog right here, we've got a brand new way of doing ambient sound. Ambient sounds in the Pale Garden do not come from the biome settings, but are generated by blocks found in the biome. Wait a second. I feel like people have been asking for this for years. Pale hanging moss emits subtle atmospheric sounds when attached to pale oak logs and the leaves. Creaking a heart block emits a set of eerie sounds when it's active during nighttime and surrounded by logs. Oh, that's crazy. And then I hear like the creaking and everything going on that makes the tree sound like old ancient and like maybe it's like blowing or leading in the wind. That's such a cool idea. So I believe that means, if I'm interpreting this correctly, we don't even need a proper tree to make these sounds. I could find a different spot, maybe back over at my base, place some blocks down strategically, and essentially maybe be able to replicate some of these creepy sounds going on in the game. I haven't had the time to test all of this concept out. I'll definitely be doing more of that stuff very soon, but wow, that's really cool. Kind of perfect though, as the nighttime sets in. I think it's about time we set out. Locate biome, Pale Garden. How rare? How far is it from me? Oh, the medium far. Sending ourselves over to the Pale Garden. Yes, the best first experience. Let's go ahead and try that one more time. Whoa, a little bit higher up in the air. Oh my gosh, the sky. Look at this thing. It's like black and white and gray at nighttime in this biome. And of course, the real biome itself. Oh, I think there's only one thing that I could do. This one's a bit small. Alright, off in a completely brand new world, a single biome world for the Pale Garden. Let's go ahead and get that true, raw, immersive experience infinitely. So, if we go ahead and flip things over to the sunset time, we should start to find, oh, immediately I find a creaking on the floor. So, I was thinking maybe iron armor. I think that's what they tested it out with. Oh, you move when I look away. I think that's what they tested it out with at Minecraft Live. Oh, are you gonna get me up here? You can't get me up here. Okay, enough games. Hi, buddy, how you doing? So, if I hit you, you reveal where the heart is, and then as long as I keep my eyes on you, I should be able to mine up slowly. Whack you again. Oh, there it is. There. Okay, there it is. I forgot that I can't look away. Oh, this is gonna be way more tricky than I thought. Okay, so we have you right there, and if I nudge you, push you, I don't think I can do that. Okay. How do I do it? The second I look up there to break that, it's gonna get me. Okay, buddy. Watch it. Stay still. So, okay. As soon as I jump up here, if I'm quick, no. Okay. Stop it. All right. New strat right here. If I go ahead and just stand right here next to you. Oh, not so fast. And you get the advancement as well. That's so cool. All right, but let's immerse ourselves in here. Pull the music away. Okay, now this is just the vanilla game. We're running around here. I'll crank up the game sound so you can hear it. Let's get those ambiance going on. Okay, a little creaky. It's a little creaky going on while I walk through here. I'm not hearing any... Oh, that's a creeper. I'm not necessarily hearing any creakings going on. I guess it's... Oh, wait, I see you. You're backwards, but I see you. Okay, so this is a problem. Maybe once I get close to the creaking heart, it kind of like activates them or something. I'm not too sure, but other mobs, you're gonna be a problem. But you, lingering through the thing, where are you coming from? Oh, you're close to here. Oh, we're real close. Okay. Well, how about maybe I try and just go ahead and third person it and walk away. Oh, yeah, okay. A little bit of a mess situation. Sorry about that creaking. Maybe that didn't even hurt you, but what I want to see here is third person. If I go ahead and flip here, oh, look at you as you walk and follow me. Oh, you walk so creepily. Stop it. Watch it, buddy. Keep the space. Look at how that thing moves. That's so cool looking. I can't wait to mess with this even more. Oh, you're so creepy, dude. Leave me alone. Stop it. All right, so next up, what I think I should do, and this might be a terrible idea, but in survival, no armor right here. Hard difficulty. We'll go with that. Oh, whoa, there we go. That was like a heart and a half in survival. Stop it. Yeah, so like you're kind of actually a little bit dangerous. Now, if you could all just leave me alone, I have a little bit of an idea right here of sorts. Creaking creeper. You go ahead and move over here. My first genius move here is to maybe say, go ahead and dig a hole, drop, oh. I would never comment on a size, but it seems you're quite large. We used your skin to contain you. Now you're contained right there. If I look away from you, what are you gonna do? I don't think you're gonna be able to do anything. Haha, yeah, you can't do anything. You're stuck in the hole. Take that, buddy. Gotcha. I beat the update. Alrighty, so back in a little bit more of a normal survival world, here we've got the Pale Garden biome that we found, and take a look at this thing. From a ways away, this thing is just going to stand out, like stick out like a sore thumb. That's so cool how it generated right there. I think by chance, just maybe like going up the mountain slope, but that's so cool. Go ahead and start to move a little bit closer and watch the sky right here. As we move into the biome, the sky, it slowly grays out and just gets this disgusting, like sad, overwhelming feeling. This is going to be really cool for maybe like setting up some kind of different build inside of this biome with like, of course, the different unique grass color. This is just normal grass, by the way, and then that paled out sky. My other big question here is if the grass looks like that, what do the oak leaves look like here? Oh, they get darkened here and almost not really grayed out, because that one's clearly like the grayed out one, but a lot more creepy for sure. Creaking heart. I wonder if the creaking heart, will I be able to find said creaking heart inside of the tree just in the daytime? Maybe what I do to test this one out is to flip it to nighttime, move around in the biome, and theoretically, if there was a creaking heart nearby, a creaking should pop into the world, right? Maybe I need to wander around in here in survival Minecraft to force spawn the creaking? Not too sure. Oh, but this is so cool right here where it's like all gray and like, you know, that's kind of all that I can see, the clearing. And yeah, that's just really, really cool. Okay, but right there, I heard it. It spawned right there. So you, buddy, my friend, you spawn next to your tree. Now, as soon as things hit daytime, the creaking, it demanifests. That's pretty cool, like we've seen. But then inside of the tree, somewhere in here, the creaking heart block is hiding. If I remove this log, check out the texture. All right, it's a little bit more delayed than I thought it was going to be, but the texture turned off. The final thing that I think we're going to talk about today, wow, just check that out, by the way. Again, the ambiance here, the just surroundings with the great out sky, it's so cool. I wish the fog gets more intense in this biome, though. They should totally make that happen. The creaking heart. This is a really interesting kind of technically block. So when I place this thing down on the ground like this, it's just gonna kind of exist. In a survival setting, let's say I found one of these things. If I encounter it and break it with my hand, this block is going to break. Whoa, what in the world did I just hear? If I break it with my hand, it's going to break slow. You want to use the axe, but listen to the sounds. Oh, that's scary. And this block, for reference here, is breaking much slower than a normal log. Instead, if I level things up with an iron axe and break this thing, it breaks quicker, but still not as quickly as it would with a log. If I try and strip this block right here, like, yeah, I'm just trying to strip it, nothing is happening. But I can go ahead and break it with the axe, and then it's just gone. Instead, if I use this axe that I named it this name so I could remember what enchantment is on the actual axe. But anyways, instead, if I break this with Silk Touch, then we can see right there, we're able to actually Silk Touch the block. The block is also a rotational block, which is so cool. Imagine placing this on the ground right here and being able to create like tire tracks or a road, a path, something like it. It also links really well together and looks like the log, like the bark is splitting wide open. That is so cool. Whew, I mean, gosh, like, all in all of these brand new blocks are so cool. Really cool top texture as well, but wow, this is insane and crazy that this is all here, like, right after Minecraft Live as well. Look at how bad this guy looks even in the daytime. The asymmetry right there is so cool looking. One more thing that I want to test about this, what if I spectate you? I was hoping that everything would just be all, like, paled out or some kind of, like, cool lore situation going on, but nah. Oh, you don't have very much health, do you? I didn't think that I could literally hit this thing one time in creative and it would be gone, but wow, I mean, okay, fair enough. This thing is just... Did I say that it's cool yet? All right, Minecraft Snapshot. This thing is fire. It's really cool. There is one other change among some other more technically changes, but one change that I really want to talk about. Options, accessibility settings, and then if I go ahead and scroll down right here, high contrast block outlines. I can go ahead and turn that one on, exit out of this menu, and take a look at that. When I outline a block, now it gets that high contrast thing, and I mean, that's kind of really cool looking. Like, built into the vanilla game right there. Different block outline. Maybe this is asking too much for a feature that's not really that important, but it would be cool if you turn this thing on, then you get another slider right here where you could change the color, like RGB or whatever. If I could change the color to maybe just something like white, so it's like outlines the block a little more intense, but white, I would maybe even just play vanilla Minecraft like with this thing on, because that's really, really cool. Oh, the sounds. I can make the sounds like trigger it by just like looking and looking away. Oh, I love this update. This is going to be so fun. Wait, one more thing. I'm so curious. The hitbox. Oh, you are pretty big. And you're like, yeah, like a block and a half. Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay, but anyways, that's going to do it just about it for today, guys. It's been me, Waddles. Thank you all for watching the Snapshot video. I want to go ahead and edit this and get it out. That way we can experience it together. Down below, let me know what you want to see me make a follow-up video on the most. Call it. Thanks for watching, everybody. It's been me, Waddles, and I will see you all in, well, just a little bit of time. Let me edit this video and it'll be out for you.